So Saturday and Sunday you have holiday, you can little bit explore. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
See, this is BTS, PTS-1, PTS-2. I took your PTS-1 last semester. PTS-2 you have this semester.
Yes.
Okay. So let's start.
Okay, ma'am. I think we should start because Kabiru
Today's
and Bashir and the other members maybe they went to Dargah.
Darga. Okay.
Yes, it is Friday. Maybe they are going to join later.
They are going to join later. I understand that. So, what I was telling you, yes. Is it audible properly?
Yes, it is.
So, I'm just, I have already shown you, but still then I'm once again showing you like how to go about working. Okay. See, first you need to identify your theme. Do not hurry up with the theme or topic selection lest you regret it later. So ensure that your topic should you should select a topic which interests you. That is what is very important, right? Then I have already spoken to you on the very first day, like what specific methodology you are going to adopt. You have to select your theme from the courses you have done for your degree. Some of the themes that you can choose your topic from are given in part 2 of this guide. So here also you'll get lot of topics. Yes. So first you have to there are below there are some themes. It is not necessary you have to select the theme from there, but yes, you can select a theme which interests you a lot. Okay, in case you are interested in the theme of Indian culture, this is PTS-1. Okay, I am taking, last year I took your PTS-1, this time I'm taking your PTS-1. In this document, both, this is, have you downloaded this, Hamza? Have you downloaded this? Yes or no?
Which one, ma'am?
This PDF file, this is at IGNO's website.
Yes, I think identify. I think. No, honestly, I didn't.
Okay, I'll share this one also. It is there in IGNO's website, but I'll share with
Okay,
you all. Okay.
okay, ma'am.
You will, it is there in IGNO's website. There only, this is a PDF file. I'll share with you. Okay. So first thing is you have to identify a thing. This is, I'm talking about PTS-1. Okay. In case you are interested to the theme of Indian culture, you could take up a study of the old monuments in your area and local bodies towards them, or local crafts you can take, or theater groups, or folk music, or patterns of urbanization in your own town. Like you can your festivals are there, then your folk music is there, folk dances there, then some monuments are there. So you can select any topic, okay, which interests you, which, because once if that interest you, then it helps you, it automatically will help you. There's a saying, where there is a will there is a way. So once if you have some interest towards any monuments, you'll try to take pictures. You'll try to take some pictures also, because in your project you can put all those, okay, like old monuments and all. Okay, then apart from skills of observation and constant interaction with the people in the form of group meetings, questionnaires, and etc. Okay, if you are interested on the, because your PTS-1 is basically focused on ecology, environment, and tourism. Okay, so like it can be flora, it can be fauna, it can be the monuments, it can be the culture, then it can be music, folk music, and all those. Okay, it can also be the environment, flora and fauna, plus some tourism topics can also be there. There it is mentioned, a documentation of the flora and fauna of your region, or on sources of water, or on levels and sources of pollution in your town. Now, these projects will require skills of observation and documentation. Whereas, on the other hand, you could pick up issues pertaining to your environment, environmental consciousness among different social groups, attitude of the media towards environment related issues, or the impact of the environmental degradation on the human population of your town. Now, as you can perhaps see for yourself, work of this kind will involve library work. It also involves library work. You have to do a little bit of library work. You have to do a bit of Google search and all. Then you have to do a bit of survey. You have to do bit of interviews and etc. Similarly, if you're interested to the theme on tourism marketing, which I'll be now I'm taking, okay, tourism marketing, you could observe and comment upon the management and functioning of a tourist agency or the problems involved in the running of a hotel or a restaurant or on general issues related to the presence of outside tourists in your area or a general profile of the tourists coming to your area. So, in short, the identification of your theme is directly linked to your inclination towards particular area of the study and your working aptitude in pursuing that project. So, after identifying the area of your interest, you should discuss it with your supervisor and decide the topic you want to work upon. Now, prepare a proposal about which you have already learned. You know, we would, however, like to emphasize here the preparing a proposal is a very important stage in your project work. Okay, with yesterday I told you, like day before yesterday, like the proposal has to be in 400 words and the project has to be 5,000 to 6,000 words. Okay, so therefore do not unnecessarily worry if you find that this stage has taken up a longer time than originally scheduled. Now, coming to collecting data, please remember it is the most important stage of your project work, like collecting data, since it provides all the sources that will eventually need while writing your project. Because unless and until you have data, you cannot give proper, you cannot, unless and until you have proper data, you cannot come through an interpretation. Okay, so you have to have the data. So however, certain points need to be kept in mind. What are those? It is always better to over collect than you collect your material. Eventually it is only half of it and sometimes even less than that which is utilized directly in your report. But every piece of information collected at this stage contributes to your knowledge of tourism studies. Do not get overwhelmed by the volume of your data. Do not therefore leave opportunities of data collection or put it off for another day. It is better. See, you all were supposed to do this in last year, but you haven't done. Now again you have another project here because you may not get the same opportunity again. Your sources, whether in the form of books, documents, sites, or people, may not always be available to you. That is very important. Okay. Some thinking, a system screening, and monitoring are crucial in the data collection. Certain principles of selection and the development of framework in which to operate are as useful before you begin the work of data collection as they are during the process. So if for instance if you have to collect samples of response, that is respondents data, then spend some time in preparing your questionnaire. You have to build a questionnaire, like how old are you, where do you stay, why do you want it, how frequently you visit this. Suppose if you wanted to monument, so you can ask at least 50 people how often you visit monuments, how old are you, what is your family, what is your age group, are you a student or working. So these all information you have to collect. Okay, so this kind of answers you get in your questionnaire will depend to a very large extent on the kind of questions you think. So, time spent on this exercise will save you from landing into many problems later. Okay, so if you want to organize a group meeting, then selection of people, representation of cross sections, and preparation by you of questions, statements, and interventions in the debate will be useful. Now, your ability to record or put down on paper various viewpoints and arguments will enable you to store material. Remember, these group meetings may not always proceed as you planned originally. If it so happens, do not get disheartened. Spontaneous and unanticipated responses are often very useful material. The important principle is through some homework so that you can approach your sources fully prepared and equipped intellectually and psychologically. So, this is very important. You have to ensure that everything is done very systematic order. Huh? Okay. Now, some important things to remember are given here. Classification. 1 minute. Huh? हेलो, हेलो, आया? हाँ, तुम क्या वीसी को भी लेने जाओगे, खाना भी देखोगे और कोई है ही नहीं क्या? अच्छा, वहां पर तुम्हारा राकेश है ना? तुम उनसे बात किए ना? हाँ, राकेश हमारा एफएनबी टीम का मेंबर है। हाँ, राकेश है, मेरे से बात हुई। अच्छा सुनो, अभी क्या हुआ? सॉरी, राकेश बोल, शेखर शेखर, हाँ, उसको थोड़ा बोलो। हाँ, वो कब है, कब देगा? हाँ, अच्छा आ रहा तो ठीक है, ठीक है, ओके। अभी जो भी यार, वो शेखर को बोलना, वो नचिकेता सर से तुम थोड़ा मिलवा देना। बोले मऊ मैडम मुझे भेजे है, जब भी कुछ जरूरत है खाने के लिए हमें बोलिएगा, ठीक है? वो शेखर से थोड़ा बोल देना। हाँ, ओके, हाँ। ओके। So some important things to remember are given here. Okay, classification and cataloging of data will enable you to make an effective use of your material later. See, as I told you, once you do a project, this will be an added feather in your CV. You should always mention it in your CV. So, whenever you wanted to apply for a job, and if when it is on the applicant CV, it is mentioned that he has done one need two projects, then they will understand that something you have done on your own. As I told you, project is something that you have done on your own. So these are the important things to remember are given here. Classification and cataloging of data will enable you to make an effective use of your material later. You should note the data and place, etc., of the interviews taken. Maintaining separate files of different kinds of sources will help you later at the time of writing your report. Okay. Now coming to analyzing data. Now analyzing data may not in all the cases exist as a separate stage. It often overlaps with the earlier and later stage, because once you collect the data, you have to analyze the data. That is very important. So analyzing the data requires maintaining constant interaction with your source material, developing different ways in which to look at your data, applying different interpretations to it, and finally translating your material into a set of arguments around which your report should be written. So it is while going through your material again and again, You become clear about the various aspects of the theme that needs to be investigated and the possibilities it contains. Now this helps you in building your argument. Okay. Remember, your data, mm, um, uh, remember, your data can be in the form of written records, articles, copies of rules and regulations, impressions, recorded interviews, your own diary, observations, questionnaires, government documents, newspaper clippings, and minutes of group meetings, etc. So, in other words, you will have access to material collected from a variety of sources. As you sort them out, you will realize that they contain facts and information on one hand, and impressions and opinions on the other hand. So, quite often, two may be at variance with each other and present a very complex and somewhat self contradictory picture of things. While retaining the complexity, that is to say, not simplifying it unnecessarily, you have to avoid making your report appear contradictory. You can do this by distinguishing facts from opinions and making sure that other people's judgments do not appear as your own. While scanning your data, for example, you may find that an official document on a particular monument can be very different from popular versions about the same monument. In another case, for instance, media's handling of the environmental issues may not correspond with your own discoveries in your own region. In such situations, you will have to record your own impressions without being dismissive or unfaithful to other versions. So you have to be very true to yourself because you are trying to find something of your own. Like, as I told you, like you have a objective. What exactly you wanted to find? Yes. So you some since you will be writing about your report, so something has to be your own. So you have to be very careful. Okay. So writing your report, having collected and analyzed your data, it is now time for you to start writing. Now, needless to say, you should first jot down your main points, then prepare a rough draft of your narrative, and finally write your report. So, you can write in English or in Hindi. Now, your narrative may contain factual presentation, facts. When we talk about factual presentation, means facts. Okay. So, your narrative may contain factual presentation along with your own views or opinions. You have to present your own views, you have to present your opinions, then observations. Now you may attach with your project report any documents, etc., which you feel will highlight, support your main argument. See, whenever you are doing a project, okay, the suppose I say ki how can you validate that? So you have to show the reports. See, this is what has happened, and I have collected informations. So you can validate it. So that is very important. Okay. So um, that is very important. Now coming to writing your report. Now having collected and analyzed your data, it is now time for you to start writing. Now, needless to say, you should first jot down your main points, then prepare a rough draft of your narrative, and finally write or type your report. You can write in English or Hindi. So your narrative may contain factual presentation along with your own views or opinions or observations. You may attach with your project report many documents, etc., as I told, which you feel will highlight or support your main argument that validates your objective. Okay. So, if you have collected responses through a questionnaire as part of your data, you could attach a copy of the questionnaire as well. Then you can use graphs, you can use diagrams, you can use like pie diagrams and all. Okay, then you can use graphs and all. So this will depend on the nature of your theme. So use of illustrations, graphs and diagrams, etc., will depend on the nature of your theme. So originality and clarity are the two vital components of your project. So there should be originality and there should be clarity. So these are the two important components of your project. So you should always remember. And remember, your project is a test of your analytical capacity and skills of communication. So, report writing is not just an exercise in recording your expressions and writing your story, it is also an exercise in the organization of your ideas. Therefore, do keep the following in mind while writing your report. Okay. So, coming here, divide your report into sections and subsections. So, divide your report into sections and subsections. This gives certain coherence to your report and prevents different ideas from spilling into different places. A well structured report is easily comprehensible. Aims and objectives should therefore be stated very explicitly, even if there is some repetition. Okay. So, writing an introduction is important as it gives a certain entry point to your report. Similarly, a conclusion helps you wind up your report. First, yesterday I told you, first I showed you a report. First it has to have the introduction, then it should have the literature review, then it has to have the research methodology, then it have to have the data collection of data and interpretation of data, and then your conclusion. So, was your objective, you had an objective, was your objective being updated, or do you think that there are some limitations or something? So, divide your report into sections and subsections. So, this gives certain coherence to your report and prevents different ideas from spilling into different places. Now, well structured report is easily comprehensible. Aims and objectives should therefore be stated very explicitly, even if there is some repetition. Okay. So, writing an introduction is important as it gives a certain entry point to your report. Similarly, coming to the conclusion, which helps you to wind up your report and enables you to tie up various loose ends. And I told you, you have to references, you have to mention the name of the authors from which you have taken the help, from which your their statements have been cited. Okay. So, a well structured report is easily comprehensible. Aims and objectives should therefore be stated very explicitly, even if there is some repetition. So writing an introduction is important as it gives a certain entry point to your report. Similarly, a conclusion helps you wind up your report and enables you to tie up various loose ends. Okay. Now, your report should not read like an assemble of different sections, but should be an integrated and structured whole. See, you have to put some photographs, you have to express through charts, through diagrams, then it can be pie diagrams, it can be bar diagrams, and all. You have to you should make it colorful, okay, eye catching. So, writing an introduction is important as it gives a certain entry point to your report. Similarly, a conclusion helps you wind up your report and enables you to tie up various loose ends. Your report should read like an assemble of different sections but should be an integrated and structured whole. In other words, you should divide the report into sections and subsection. That has to be there. You have to be very careful. Okay. Now, coming, yes. In other words, you should uh, divide your report into sectors, into sections and subsections. 1 minute, huh? हाँ हाँ आ गया खाना खाना आ गया खाना ଖାଇବାଟା ଆସିଲ ମାନେ ହୋଇଯାଇଛି ତ ନା ଏ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଆସିନି ଆରେ ମୁଁ ତ ତାକେ କହିଲି ପ୍ରଥମେ ତ ସେ ଫୋନ ଉଠାଉନଥିଲା ଏନିୱେ ସେ ତାପରେ ଗାଡି ଚଲାଉଥିଲା ବଟ୍ ଏବେ ଖାଇବାଟା ଗଲେ ୟା ନାଇଁ ଆରେ ବିଲ୍ ହବ ମାଇ ଗଡ୍ ଏଟା ମାନେ ସେ 56 ଭୋଗଠୁ ଆସିବ ନା ହୁଁ ହୁଁ ଠିକ ଅଛି ତମେ ଦେଖିଦିଅ ସେଟା ଆସିଛି ୟା ନାଇଁ ଠିକ ହଁ ମତେ କହ ଫୋନ କରିକି କୁହ ହୁଁ ହୁଁ now your report should not read like an assemblage of different sections but should be an integrated and structured whole. In other words, you should divide your report into sections and subsections, but make sure they do not read like different pieces independent of each other. They should be related to each other and should form parts of your report. So, all your arguments should be neatly tied and logically culminated at the end of each section and again in your conclusion. So, at the same time, the interconnections between different sections should be clearly maintained. So, you should write in your own language using simple words and short sentences as far as possible. A report written in a language not easily comprehensible often distracts the reader from the contents of the report. So, treat your language a potent medium to communicate your idea. The project will be assessed on the strength of your methodology and ideas. While you should not copy from other books and websites, etc. As I told you, don't try to copy from books and all. Okay, you can copy, but you should change the statements. Okay, don't copy. Copy means it's plagiarism. You can just change the sentences. So that is very important. Okay, okay. Now coming um, um, mm, now, while you should not copy from other books, articles, etc., website, citations are a legitimate exercise. Please observe the following instructions. Now, the quotation should be relevant and the language should be that of the author. Okay. So, who is the author of the project? You are the author. So, you write in your own words. You take the help from books, you take the help from magazines. Huh, okay. but it should be in your own words because you are the author here. The quotation should be relevant and the language should be of that of the author. Here, the author is you. Okay. So at the
Okay.
end of the quote, hmm, want to say anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh?
It's a
Tell
question.
me.
Uh,
Tell me.
uh, uh, you you earlier said that yeah, I can write either in English or in Hindi.
No, no, Hindi means this is ignos, no? That's why it is written in Hindi. Because
Oh,
people will write in no, this
oh,
is a format already there. I told you know that there is
oh,
always there in the website.
yes, 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 I
Okay.
understand. And you have just said somebody should do it in a simple language, maybe in his native, is it native language?
Native language means for you, you have to write in English.
Okay, okay, I understand.
Okay. For you, you have to write in English. Most of them write in English only. Few of them who write in Hindi, those who are from India. But 98% are those who write in English. 2% are those who write in Hindi. Okay. So, at the end of the quote, yes, this is very important. You should mention within the brackets the name of the author and the title of the book, along with the year and place of publication and the page numbers. Now, in case you have quoted from a newspaper, magazine, journal, give the name of the magazine or journal, the number of issue, the month or year of its publication. In case you have quoted from a website, give the website's address. Yes, this is also very important. So, whenever you wanted to, if you have, there are many things you'll get from the website. Then you'll also take, photos from the website. So if you write the website, no, it will be very useful because that means you should always mention whether it's a website or whether it's a journal or whether it's a book, you try to mention that. So at the end of the quote you should mention within the brackets the name of the author and the title of the book along with the year and place of publication and the page numbers. Okay, 1 second, 1 minute.
Okay, okay, ma'am, no problem.
ये बाबा आगे वो मीटिंग स्टार्ट हो गया मीटिंग स्टार्ट हो गया ना कौन ये बाबा तुम साइन मारने के लिए कॉलेज में है तुम वहां पर कौन देखेगा रे आह, हाँ मतलब तुम अगर कॉलेज में आए हो तो वहां पर कौन देखेगा देख ले तो थोड़ा ओवरऑल ही देख लेना ना अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है ओके ओके अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है ओके हाँ ओके ओके ठीक है हाँ So, what happened? Avoid lengthy quotes. Brief quotes often beautifully stress the point and blend easily into your text. A quote roughly of the size of about 50 to 100 words is quite reasonable. Now, here is an example of a quote. Now, sorry, you cannot hear. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. In case in case you have quoted from a website, give the website address. As I told you, whether you quoted anything from the website or you have taken anything photos from the website, kindly mention the website. So later on, if anybody wants to know, they can easily explore that website or explore the journal and all. Okay. Okay. Avoid lengthy quotes. Brief quotes often beautifully stress the point and blend easily into your text. Now, a quote roughly of the size of about 50 to 100 words is quite reasonable. Okay. Now, here is an example of the code. See, they have also given you an example. Like here is an example of a quote. Who are the travelers and tourists? Webster's New Collegiate Dictionary defines a tourist as one who makes the tour for pleasure or culture. A 19th century dictionary has a more interesting definition. People who travel for the pleasure of traveling out of curiosity, and they have nothing better to do, and even for the joy of posting about it afterwards. Okay, see, he has mentioned Donald E. Lunderberg, The Tourist Business, 6th edition, New York, 1990. Okay, page 1. Now, once you complete your project, you have to keep two copies. One copy, I think you have to convert it into PDF. Okay, one copy you have to keep it with yourself, and other one you have to upload in your LMS. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, yeah, yes, I
That you need.
understood. But, ma'am, for example, if there is a signing or something, or a session or something like that, the one I kept with me, how can it be assessed?
No, assessment will be done by them. You have to upload those, and you have to mention that I have uploaded my the project on this date, and so this date and all, everything you have to mention. That you have to do. Got the point? Because I understand LMS also gives lot of, there are some issues with the LMS and all. So there are faculties who are working on that LMS and all, so they know how to do that and all. Okay, so anyway, you keep everything ready so that once it is ready, you can upload it. Got it? Yes or no? See, there are some annexures and all. So evaluation upon its submission. Upon its submission, you should report. Your report will be sent to an examiner. You must secure a minimum of 40% in your project work in order to successfully complete your course. Now remember, project work should be original and in your own language. Okay, you should not copy or reproduce anyone else's published or unpublished project, or else it would be cancelled. Okay, arguments should be substantiated by your data. Information should be properly documented. The research methodology adopted by you should be stated at the beginning of your work. Then I told you about the reference or bibliography. Given a bibliography at the end, it should include all your sources like records, documents, reports, interviews, group meetings, newspapers, magazines, etc., listed under separate heads. Okay. Ensure that the quality of the project report is good. In case you secure less than 40% marks, you'll have to do it all over again. In that case, you should have to send a demand draft of rupees. I don't know how much you all have to pay, that you all know. Okay, this is what is there in the project guideline. Now there are some project suggestions also. Here we have provided you with a list containing broad themes from which you can choose your project. Now remember, these are not topics to be chosen. These are the themes which can be applied to specific studies of areas, institutions, or contexts. So, what you have to do is to pick any of the themes or any aspect of a theme given here and convert that into a topic according to your research inclination, priority, and feasibility of study. You are free to select a theme from outside this list and make a topic on it provided your supervisor approves it. Now, the topic should be focused and not general. Okay, as I told you very beginning, the topic should be focused and not general. For example, marketing tourism in India. You can write marketing tourism in Nigeria. You can write your name of your city. Okay, fair and festivals of India. I'll show you one video on fairs. You know, fairs and festivals of India. That's a festival of India which is on 26th of this month. So today is 21st, okay, and that is on 26th. Now people, you know, it's a holiday for the country. They pray to Lord Shiva. I'll show you a video, last year's video. So you see how people are, you know, doing on the how they are doing on that. You know, so you have an idea. Okay, now the topic should be focused and not general. For example, marketing tourism of India. The fair and festivals of India or environment and tourism are general topics, hence this should not be taken. Instead, you if you take up marketing of Kerala, this is a usually Indian states, okay, by the tourism department of a state known as Kerala, Pushkar Mela, you know, and its importance in tourism field, impact of tourism development of Delhi's environment, etc., would be a suitable topic, okay. Acha. Now coming to PTS project on Indian culture, environment, and tourism. Now, the cults or groups in a region or locality with respect to other rituals, socio religious practices, and customs. This study can also focus on uh, this study can also focus on mm, specific rituals. Yes, there are some specific rituals and customs practiced among several group of cults. Okay, phase. Then you have 1 minute, 1 second. ফোন খাইবাটা আসছে কি খাইবাটা ସେ 6:30 ତ ବାଜିବାକୁ ଗଲା ହଁ ଠିକ ଅଛି ଏମାନଙ୍କୁ ମିଟିଂରେ ବସେଇ ଦିଅ ତାରপর ତମ ସର୍ଭିସ କରିଦିଅ ଆଉ କଣ ଠିକ ଅଛି ତମ କାମ କଣ ସେଇଟା କି ରିସିଭ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ହୁଁ, ତମ ଖାଇବା ପାଇଁ ତମକୁ ଦିଆ ହୋଇଛି ନା ହଁ ହୋଇଗଲା ମତେ କହିବ ହଁ so fine arts of a region, especially fine arts. That is, fine arts means usually like dance forms and all. Okay, so fine arts of a region, especially various dance forms, music, both vocal and instrumental, and traditions of painting. Now, the project may contain the documentary details pertaining to the practice of the fine arts as also the development and dispersal of this fine arts. Okay, you may also study the individual artists uh, who have contributed at national or state level to the development of these art forms. Now, regional forms of theatre, including the folk forms, study of the cinema in a region can also be undertaken. Okay, movies and all, you can also undertake all those. Okay, a comparative study of the theater or cinema can also be undertaken. Then you can also take the architectural styles of architectural styles, their origin, then development and present form. Now, study of individual monuments, their history, tourist flow, the state of conservation and management can also be of importance. So, comparative study of styles and individual monuments can also be made. Now, sculpture in a region can, you can also take the sculpture in a region. Now, see, I know, like, in my place and all. So, similarly, you know which place is important, how you can promote that. So, you can do that. So, sculpture in a region, comparative study of various styles and forms, development of a particular style or form over period of time can be undertaken. Archaeological sites in a region and their relationships with other sites. Now, comparative study of sites in a region, the tourist flow at these sites and ancillary attractions of any can also be studied. Now, museum in your region or locality, you can also do a study on the museum of your region or your locality. You can also do that. Then you can do the collection of artifacts in the museums and their upkeep. Then interest of local population, tourists in the museum and visible areas. Then study of specific category of artifacts in the museum, etc., can also be undertaken. Okay, now crafts and craftsmen specific to a region, the problem of authenticity in craft forms and their commented and their commercial potential, as also the importance of a craft in the overall commercial production of the region. Now, textiles production of the small sector, the materials, designs, etc. Now, development over a period of time, special costume in a region, the development of regional style over a period of time, specialist craftsmen involved in the production and organization of specialist craftsmen involved in the production and organization of production can be studied. Now, tribal cultures in your region, their social, economic, or religious institutions or practices may be studied. Comparative study of tribes in the above areas, interaction between urban and tribal cultures, you can do that. Urban areas, tribal areas, and all. Policies regarding the tribes, okay, government as well as non government, and its impact on the tribes. Now, government policies on culture, a critical study of these policies. This is very important. The policies and their effect on tourism, etc. The local environment, description of the specific features, state of the conservation, local environment, possibilities of developing tourism in your locality or region without harming the environment of various models, developmental activities in your locality and region and their impact on the environment, the infrastructural facilities needed for an access to the environmental resources of your local region. Now, listening and classifying the environmental resources of your locality or region. You have to survey the community's perception of its environmental resources. surveying the visitor behavior with regard to local regional environment. Then surveying the environmental protection measures adopted by the hotels in your town. Surveying the environmental protection measures adopted by the hotels in your town, an inventory of the local or region flora and fauna. Now, potential for the growth of tourism with specific reference to local or regional flora and fauna. Study of the physical hydrology of your region or locality. Awareness of environmental issues in your locality. These are, few topics are there. You can choose your topic related to this. Okay, so once you get 20 to 25 points like this, then you get a rough idea, and it would help you to come with a framework, and you can do the study. So study of the physical hydrology of your region or locality, awareness of environmental issues in your locality, possibilities of interpreting the landscapes of your locality and the tourist, and rules and regulations regarding protecting of environment in your locality. So this is how things are there. I'll come to PTS on project tourism. What are the topics? Before that, I'll show you something. Okay, I'll stop on this. Okay, Hamza, you are there? Huh. Acha, I was
Yes, I am
telling.
there. I
Okay.
am.
Acha. I was telling you today is 21st, right? On
Yes.
26th we have a festival. Okay, that is a huge festival that India will be celebrating. So I will show you the last year's celebration. See how it is there in how it is celebrated in India. 1 minute, then you will have an idea how marketing is being done. Okay, this time also they are people, you have to market. Now the thing is that I am talking to you about tourism marketing. So I uh, sometimes you have to that is known as wait, I'll show you that it is on 26th, but I'll show you the last year's 2024 Shivratri uh, 2024, because 2025 is just going to be celebrated. Shivratri 2024, celebration of Shivratri in 2000. Wait, I'll show you that. Then you will have an idea how you have to market your product. Understood? Because this is a festival,
Yes.
and this is a festival, and this is see how it is being celebrated. Because nowadays marketing is very important. Celebration of Shivratri 2024. I'll just show you one good one. This is this, and how they are going to celebrate this year. That also I'm going to show you. Okay. You see magical moments. Let me Just let me know. Were you able to? Were you able to? Is it visible?
Yes, it is. It is visible,
And about the sound, audible?
audible.
Okay, audible. Okay, now I'll show it to you. Okay. See, last year how it was celebrated. Okay. Now you
Okay.
see. It is a festival. This year it is on 26th of February. That is the last day of Mohakum Mela. So people, but
Yeah.
the government has decided to extend the date. But the last date actually was 26th Feb. Mahashivratri. But now the government has decided to extend that Mohakumbh Mela. And the last day was Shivratri, Mahashivratri. You just listen to it, then you will come to know. This was last year. And this year, what is their plans? That also I'm going to show you. Listen here, okay? See
Okay.
how they market products, okay? See, that's musical and cultural. You can see musical and cultural extravaganza is there.
Welcome to Mahashivratri
Yes, I can see.
2024.
So this is the 30th on.
See how he's coming.
Well, 30 years ago, the Shivratri night we were little over 70 people, and here we are after 30 years as probably the largest event on the planet. This is a rare moment of my life, an absolute privilege and honor to be
Last
part
year
of
it was celebrated.
Mahashivratri celebrations at Isha Yoga Center. These
Okay, I can
celebrations are
see.
unique, these celebrations are unforgettable. This is a moment I will cherish all my life. I'll carry this energy to be in service of Bharat Mata. The wonderfulness of life is not determined by what we eat, what we wear, where we live. How wonderful
Hello.
our life
Huh,
is determined by
huh.
what's happening within us. And this is a day. Let this night not just
Huh.
be a night of wakefulness, but a night of awakening.
हाँ 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 वही दे दो हाँ 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 ठीक है तो ये वाला अभी तुम्हें वो ड्राई फ्रूट्स दे दोगे तो हम्म, हाँ ठीक है तुम करना तुम इधर उधर स्टूडेंट्स को मत लेके जाना तुम्हारा काम है फूड सर्विस करने के लिए ठीक है ओके तुम उस टाइम भी बोले थे और फिर चले गए वहां पर स्टूडेंट तुम केवल फूड ही देखना ठीक है ओके हाँ,
Just look at this. This is a blessing, truly, and I'm very, very happy to be here. I thank the Isha Foundation, thanks Sadhguru, and all the people who have organized this and given me this opportunity.
I want to see everybody giving me the rhythm of Shiva. Everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4. Om Namah Shivaya. 3, 4.
actually Lord Shiva, okay? Lord Shiva, इसीलिए it is known as Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Okay, so that is so 26th is the this month they are going to celebrate.
The
Okay,
science that
26th of this
Bhakti Yoga
February.
offered,
हाँ
yoga, is not about bringing gods down.
This
It is about
ma'am, this man is she the Lord Shiva?
Yes, Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva.
Okay, he's the one.
Yes, Lord Shiva. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
Uh-huh.
raising human beings to their divine possibility. The grace
Dear Lord
of
Shiva.
Mahadeva has been incessantly upon us. So this cascade of grace, Adiyogi here, all of you intensely focused on this great night. We will chant Mahamantra, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
It's a day that is the most important day of the year, and the only place I
He's an
would like to
actor.
be would be the Isha Yoga Center.
This is my first time at the Mahashivratri celebrations. It's been absolutely energy in the crowd, and the air is just beautiful. It's surreal. So super happy to be here.
महेश्वर भुजंग भूषण नीलकंठाय देवाय आदियोगिनं त्वां सश्रद्धे मुक्तिदायिने आदियोगिने दिव्य आरतिमर्पयामि ஆலமதை உண்ட தீரு நீலகண்டன் என்று சொன்னான் ஆலமதை உண்ட தீரு நீலகண்டன் என்று சொன்னான் உள்ளம் முருகுதடி கிளியே வெள்ளம் பெருகுதடி साथ कन पे साथ गण के आदि योगी आए स्वामी देखे दुनिया भूले छूए मुस्काए देव 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 महादेव से soil let's go से soil ये सबको बताना है से soil कर्तव्य हमारा है से soil जिस मिट्टी में जन्मे हम से soil इसको बचाना है रहने बबूत तोड़ा के बादशाह नाचे से भूत मस्ती में जा कैलाश कूद बड़ा बाजे डम 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 रू पकड़ बम 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 लहरी हाँ पकड़ बम 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 लहरी दिन दिन ता तकट तकट दिन ता तकट दिन दिन ता तकट 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 तकट
They are beatboxers.
மணப்பாற மாடி கட்டி மாயவரம் ஏறுபுட்டி மணப்பாற மாடி கட்டி மாயவரம் ஏறுபுட்டி
This level of enthusiasm and aliveness, probably the only full night party on the planet without alcohol and drugs.
So this one I showed you. Now I'll show you. Wait. I'll show you now. I'll show you some glimpse like how they are going to celebrate this time. I mean this year. Okay. One sec. This is watch live. This is their telling in Hindi. Okay, but you try to listen. Okay, 1 minute. This is
Oh,
their
okay, ma'am. But this one,
Hmm.
I can see many different musicians with the with their different
Yes,
styles,
yes. I
and
wanted
I
to.
can see some people are bowing down
Hmm.
and many things.
Yes.
So
See,
so how long is it going to last?
from morning to the whole night because
Okay,
people don't sleep. Okay, they don't sleep.
throughout the
Understand?
night.
Yes, throughout the night. they don't sleep. Mm, that
Okay,
is.
okay. But this one, not like Kumela. I didn't
No,
see
no,
people taking bath and something like that.
no. Kumbh Mela is different, but this is being organized every year. No, this Shivratri is a festival which is being organized every year. So this
Okay, like
time,
Kumela,
uh,
it takes place every year,
yes, Kumbh
and
Mela
in this
also.
month of February.
This is your Shivratri, which is being organized every year in the month of February. So this time it
Oh,
is in the month of in February, on 26th of February. So that 26th of February is considered as the last date of Kumbh Mela. But there are many people who wanted to extend. I think therefore the government has extended.
okay, I understand.
Mhm. Yes, this is what. Wait, I'll show you now. This is just a glimpse how they are going to celebrate this year. Just this is a 40-second. Wait.
Okay, okay. Is this
This is
live?
no, this is not a live. They are planning to celebrate in this way. I mean,
Okay, okay.
now they are giving the advertisement so much on TV. See, we are talking about marketing in tourism. So this is a way of tourism. So many people are will be gathered on this
I
day. This is in
understand.
Karnataka.
These people, by seeing this short clip, people will be attracted.
Yes, yes, yes. That is the
Okay,
reason.
okay. It's a
Okay.
strategy for marketing.
Yes, strategy for marketing. Now you can hear, no? Is it audible?
Yes, it is. It is
Okay.
audible.
Okay, I'll start it. Huh? This is just 40-second. Huh? You just hear.
Welcome to Mahashivratri. To be exuberant, to be still and intoxicated. You must get licked.
Come on, Sadhguru.
We will do Mahamantra. Be with Shiva on this Mahashivratri night.
Hmm.
The
Just do this.
greatest chemical factory on the planet is here. If you
Hmm.
are a good manager of this, you can create any experience that you want from within and
Listen to
also
him.
heighten your faculties. This means you are making your creation more significant than the larger creation. This means you must suffer. If you don't suffer, I'll be disappointed. And I want you to know, the greatest evil right now on the planet is not evil,
Not
it's
evil. It's
ignorance.
ignorance.
You can't really figure what all these people want. Look at yourself. Right now you're thinking you want to become an engineer. Let's say right now I make you an engineer, this moment. Then you're thinking you need a job. I got your job. Then you're thinking you need a promotion. I got you. Then you think you need an award. I got you. Then you think you need wealth. I got you right now. Everything that you can dream of, I got you right now. What do you want now? Yeah, I can do that for you.
Let's say I want a job.
Huh?
I'm striving for a job right now.
Yes. Now, we are looking at the end game, right? You got everything you wanted right now. Things that you can imagine, things that you cannot imagine right now, everything you got right now. What do you want right now?
I wouldn't know what to do.
Just look at it, huh? See, when you say this, what it means is, all you want in your life, what you're seeking is struggle. To get a job, it must take 3 years, then you will feel, wow, I got a job. Look at all the people who have good jobs. Look at them walking on the street. Are they going blissfully, dripping ecstasy? Hello? Miserable guys, they're getting blood pressure, going to work. They're getting all kinds of ailments, they're freaking out. Yes? So what do you want?
I don't know anymore.
That's good. I do not know. I like that. Because actually you do not know. Everybody keeps fooling themselves at every step in their life, thinking, what I want is, I want to become an engineer, I want to become an engineer. It'll keep you busy for 5-7 years. Then I want job, it keeps you busy for another 1 or 2 years. Then I want this kind of job, that kind of job, that keeps you busy for another 8-10 years. I want that much money, that much wealth, that keeps you busy for another 25 years. I want this kind of girl, that kind of girl, that kind of boy, that keeps you busy for a few years. Then children will come, I want my child to become this, this, this. Well, we are preparing for your funeral. You need to understand just this. Right now, you may be giving all kinds of contexts to your life. But essentially, what you call as my life right now is just a certain combination of time and energy. Yes? As you sit here, time is rolling away for all of us. Can you roll it back? You're an engineer. Can you roll it back? Yesterday was not fruitful, so I'll roll it back. Can you? It's rolling away for all of us. As we sit here, what is ticking away here is not the clock. What is ticking away is our life, isn't it? Since we came and sat here, you're half an hour closer to your grave. It doesn't matter how young you are getting there, isn't it? Yes or no? So it's a certain amount of time, and that time nobody can manage because it rolls at the same pace for everybody. You do something, you don't do anything, you sleep, you're awake, you're happy, you're unhappy, do whatever the hell you want, it just keeps rolling mercilessly, isn't it? So there is energy that you call as life. This, you can pitch it at different levels. If you're like this, I'm talking about the classroom expression, you know. If you're like this, 24 hours feel like 1,000 years. But have you seen on a certain day you're very happy, 24 hours, poof, went off like a moment? Yes or no? So, time is a very relative experience in individual subjective experiences. If you're joyful, if you live 100 years, it feels like a few moments, it's gone. Only miserable people will have a long life. Because if you're miserable, you'll always feel life is too long that you will want to cut it short. But if you're joyful, the possibility that a human being holds, before you look around, it's over, really. But what possibility this carries? So what you need to manage is your energies, because life is a certain amount of energy, it's not limitless, but it can be enhanced. If you function at one level of energy, what you do in 10 years' time, if you function at a different level of energy, the same thing you can do in 1 year's time. So if both people live for 100 years, in terms of impact and profoundness of experience, one has lived for 1,000 years, another has lived for 100 miserable years. So this is all you can do. You may think right now, engineer, this one, that one, these are all limited contexts you're setting for yourself. Fundamentally as a life, it's just time and energy, isn't it? The question is what you make out of it. Do you want to make something out of it? There's no compulsion you have to make something out of it. When I say making something out of it is not a social phenomena I'm talking. What should you become in the society? That's not what I'm talking. Fundamentally, you have come here in terms of life is you want to experience life. Question is how profoundly. Right now, if people want to experience life, what are they experimenting with? They will experiment, not this. Yeah, I know you guys. Or they'll experiment this, or they'll experiment something else. What they will experiment is how to down your faculties. You know, United States has made marijuana legal in a few states. So when I went to a few colleges or universities, they're asking me, Sadhguru, why don't you pitch? Someone like you must legalize marijuana for us. I said, no problem, we'll make marijuana legal, cocaine legal, meth legal. What's the problem? No problem. Only thing is, why is it that you want it to be legal? So that you can smoke up and come to the college, right? It's fine. But let's say you want to fly a small airplane, the pilot comes smoked up. You want to fly with him? Because the guy is already flying without the airplane. Okay, you're not getting the point. You need a major surgery and the surgeon comes smoked up. You want the surgery? Oh no. Then you clearly understand this lowers your faculties. I want all of you to look at this. Do you believe you can enhance life by lowering your faculties? Hello? If you want to enhance this life, you must super enhance your faculties. That's the only way you can enhance this life. You cannot lower your faculties and think your life is getting enhanced. What kind of stupidity is that? Simply because it makes you a little like this. I can make you feel like this all the time. How's that? No substance, I'm always like this only. Look at my eyes, I'm stoned. Yeah. Never touch a substance but fully stoned all the time. Because I want you to understand this, the greatest chemical factory on the planet is here. If you are a good manager of this, you can create any experience that you want from within and also heighten your faculties. If you're having an experience, even to experience that, your faculty should be heightened, isn't it? Is this the greatest chemical factory on the planet, most sophisticated? Do you agree with me? Are they chemical engineers? So I'm asking, how are you managing your system? What have you done? We gave you such a sophisticated machine. Have you read the user's manual at least? No. Blindly do this and then you think pumping something is going to make this better? No. Believe me, the only way you can enhance this life is that your faculties are super bright. The way you see, the way you hear, the way you smell, the way you taste and the way you touch. If this is enhanced, is life enhanced? In many ways, there's much more to it. But I'm saying from what you know from your experience, suppose you could see twice better than somebody who's sitting next to you. Is your life enhanced? If you could taste better than other people, is life enhanced? If you could feel better, is it life enhanced? If you could hear better, is life enhanced? On this level you understand this, but there are many other dimensions of human faculties. If you enhance this, if you sit here, you will be blissed out simply sitting here. You wouldn't want to touch any damn thing because just sitting here is the greatest experience of your life. So, about what is the end game. If you had everything, what would you want? If you had everything that you can ever dream of, everything is right here, what would you want? You must think, isn't it? I won't supply you with an answer. If you do not invest that much thought into your life, that means you're super short-sighted. Hello? This happened to Gautama the Buddha. You heard of Gautama the Buddha? Because of some astrological prediction that his father heard, that he may either become a great emperor or a great sage, and he wanted him to become a great emperor, he protected this boy and put him in a separate palace where it's all luxury, everything that you can dream of, everything there. Got him married to a very pretty young woman, everything on. No, he should not see any suffering. But one day he just went out. He saw one old man and he asked, why is this guy like this? His chauffeur or his chariot driver said, oh, everybody becomes like that after a certain time. He said, what, me? I'm a young prince, will I become like that? Yeah, everybody will become like that. It shook him. Then he saw a man who's suffering with some kind of disease, ailment. Now, why is that guy like that? He said, it'll happen to a lot of people. Who it will hit, there is no prediction. Anybody can become ill. Most people think it happens to other people. No, it can happen to us. Hello? And then he saw a funeral, a dead body. What is that? He said, that is inevitable, everybody will die. Do you also know? You will also die? No, because most people believe other people die. No, intellectually they know, but they think they're forever. No, you must be conscious, you're mortal. Mortal means you have a limited amount of time and energy. If you're always conscious about this, how would you organize your time and energy? You decide. If you're conscious about it. If you think you're a superhuman being, you're not going to die, other people will die, all the best. It'll come. You can realize this on your deathbed and die. See, people may think this is extreme, but you must go and volunteer in a hospice or in a hospital wards where people die, and you must see. It's very important, very, very important. Only then you become sensitive to life. Life becomes super valuable because you know it's a limited amount of time. If you watch this, unfortunately today in the world, over 80% of the people, last moment when it comes, when they die, they're not fearful, they're not in pain, they're not in something else, they're just bewildered. A look of bewilderment comes because all their life they just lived their thought and emotion, they never lived a life. This is important, you must understand, there is a psychological reality in your head and there is an existential reality which is life. Most people are mistaking their psychological reality to be existential. Your thought and emotion has become more significant in the cosmos, isn't it? Hello? Huh? What you think, what nonsense you think and feel, has it become more important than the universe or no? This means you are making your creation more significant than the larger creation. This means you must suffer. If you don't suffer, I'll be disappointed. Yes, I will be. Because if ignorance doesn't make you suffer, then what? Then what's the use of me? Because it takes a lot to come out of the trap. What is the use of somebody striving to come out of the trap of ignorance? When people can live wonderfully in their ignorance, what is the point? What is the use of knowledge? What is the use of knowing? What is the use of enlightenment? What is the use of realization if people can live absolutely blissfully in their ignorance? What is the point? When you're ignorant, you must suffer. And I want you to know, the greatest evil right now on the planet is not evil, it's ignorance.
So, yeah, Hamza, did you understand anything? Did you understand?
A,
See,
a lot of things. I have learned a lot. Very educative,
you do one thing.
very interesting.
Bhasid
Yes,
has
I
also
know.
come. You,
I have read many things. Is it not Sadhguru?
yes, Sadhguru, it's Sadhguru. See, you all know so
Yes,
much. And
yes.
26 is,
I read many quotes of him about inner transformation, self-awareness, good governance, and many things.
very good. You have an idea. So, what you do, why I showed you, because you need to know all this. Matlab, you have to study also. Sometimes you don't run after like money or something, but yes, you need to know what is life is all about. Okay, that is very important. And you are doing the course over here, it would help you, and I would request you, write down this date on your diary on 26th February. And that is Shivratri. You will see him, direct telecast will be there, so you can easily directly from the YouTube you can see the his full. He'll be doing there at a place away from Bangalore, so you can see how he does. You write down the date in your diary, so you'll try to know. Okay, now why I told you, see how earlier these are way of marketing also. Okay, marketing strategies also. Okay, fine, there are motivational talks and all, so many things, tourism marketing and all. So I showed you all this because I showed you the festival which is going to take place on 26th of Feb. So similarly, any festivals which is there coming recently, how you wanted to know how you market that product. Maybe it's a monument, or maybe a culture or something, or a destination. You can easily do some little bit of take some videos and all, and you can upload on your mobiles and all. People will come to know, you can share among your peer groups and all. That is the reason I showed you this previous year. Then this year they are showing the clippings which is only for 40 seconds, because they haven't yet decided. I mean, that's what are they going to perform. They are just showing some clippings and all, 40 seconds. But you ensure you on 26th of Feb, you ensure you have classes on that day, na? 26th Feb,
No,
26th.
let us check. Let us check. I don't know. Maybe we have class.
Yes, because today is 21, 22,
Yeah.
23,
Yes,
24
it's
we have,
Wednesday. Wednesday.
24, 25, 26, Bireshwar sir will be having the class. So after his class gets over, you just tune in and watch the videos. Okay, and you see how people are full of energy, blissful and all. They're full of energy and all are like with great pomp and show, dancing and music, and so it's a way of tourism marketing, like you can say that is also tourism marketing also. Understood? You like the Bhasid, you understood?
Mom,
Yes,
good day,
tell me.
mom.
You join
Yeah,
later on. I saw you, na? I told ki
yeah,
Bhasira is
I'm
there.
doing it.
Hmm.
Well,
You
this
have
very.
prayer
I
today.
used to join the class late.
Ah, you have a
Well,
prayer today, na? Friday is a special day for you all, na?
exactly. Friday is a very special day to us.
Ah, ah,
More
ah.
especially in our
I
community,
told you, no?
and part of
In
part
India, no,
of our.
everybody, government or private, they give them, they can go to the mosque and pray. So people, people can go and pray at the mosque for Friday on Friday. That government has
All right.
whether you are working for a government organization or whether you are working for a private organization. So India has given that freedom. Understood?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Understood. That's very good things to do because
That's
everyone has special day in his life because life is very short. It has to do with many events. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? Like
yes. See, I, I,
yeah,
I,
yeah. This is a
I, I told you about the events. I showed you about the events. Then I came to show you about the all these project and all. Wait, I'll show you the project. One
okay
second.
project.
Ah,
Okay,
I was
nobody. Yeah.
talking about the project, no? Last 2 days I was talking about the project only. Today is the third day and the next day is fourth. That is
Ma, I
Monday. Hmm. Tell
right.
me, tell me.
Okay, so I say I even follow you privately to ask question about
Tell me.
how. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, go on,
Yes,
go
yes.
on. Let me see.
Okay,
Let me
I
see.
can hear you.
Okay,
I can hear you. So I was telling you all haven't done
okay.
the project of PTS-1. PTS-1 was about
Ma'am, are you going to share this with us?
yes, yes. I'll share this PP. This I was asking Hamza. It is there in the website, but anyway, I'll share all this with you all. I'll share because I have downloaded from IGNO's website only. I'll share with you, but this time you ensure
Wait,
to please kindly do your project. I was telling because your project is very important. Unless and until you finish your project, you won't be
okay,
getting the certificate. And your two
okay.
project
Ma,
last.
this this is a project for this semester or for the last semester.
This is on first PTS one was about your ecology, about your environment, and about tourism. And PTS 2 is about tourism marketing. So last year also I
Okay,
taught you about hmm, tell me.
okay. The PTS first semester. What I have no hint on is that the question and how to even access the question, how to even see
No,
it
no,
on the screen.
nothing.
That's
Nothing, there is no question. There is a this is the PDF file where it is mentioned how should you go about the project. So like going about the project is basically they have given you some guidelines. The summer, first is the you have to do the synopsis, which has to be about 400 words, and the project report would be 5 to 6,000 words. So last year you were supposed to complete the PTS-1 project, but you all haven't completed. Now the next project has come, that is PTS-2 project on tourism marketing. Clear? Am I able to answer your question?
the
Yes
audio
or
is
no?
shaking. It's
Am I
shaking.
able to? Am I able to answer your question? Yes or no? You are able to see, right?
I think he's having network problem.
Okay, always network issues are there. It was raining here, in our place. Not only raining, it was thundering also. So when it is raining and thundering, there is network issues and all. So anyway, coming to PTS2, that is Project on Tourism Marketing. I have already discussed, but again I am just repeating. Now, marketing is a vital subject. is a very important subject, and in tourism it has a special relevance. For your project you can pick any of the following themes. They have given you some around they have given you some around 12 12 topics. It's not necessary you have to stick to that 12 topics only, but this they have given you the topic, so
So
you
you
can
are not
check.
audible today.
Not audible, Hamza?
No, ma'am, you are audible. You are audible. I think he is having network problems. He is having network issues.
That's what.
Yeah.
So, yes, these are some of the topics. You can just go through this. Once you go through these topics, you will have an idea, and then you can always you can select any topic relevant to these topics. Okay, so some of these are
Okay. To make your project on it,
Huh,
you
tell
can
me.
pick up any topic. Yeah,
Yes,
you can pick up any topic below this to make your project on.
yes, it should be tourism
So,
marketing.
so as we can see this question listed below.
These
So
are some
that's
themes.
that's what we are unable to see. I was unable to see it on my LMS, or maybe it is very difficult for me to find it like this way as I view it on the screen. And now,
Uh-huh.
so can I have a clue about how to go about that previous project that I have to do first before I go to the second one?
See, it's first one or second one is similar only. The project guideline pro forma is same only. Only the topic changes. PTS-1 is on ecology or on
Okay,
environment or on tourism. Understood? The
and
formats
that's
are
okay.
already there. Huh. I've shown you.
Ecology of tourism.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think if that is possible, you can show it on the screen. If not possible, so no, but
Yes, yes, yes,
maybe
yes. 1 minute. I'll just show it. You can. Is it visible? No.
PTS. Okay.
See, I will send you this. It is there. You just go through this. You have to write a report. You have to there analyzing data and all how you should do and everything. Collecting. You have to collect data. You have to do see identify how to go about working. First, you need to identify a theme. Okay, clear about this? Only in PTS-1, the topic should be related to either ecology or environment or your tourism. That is PTS-1. Clear? The
Yes,
guidelines
ma'am.
are same.
But does that mean that the one that we didn't write, are we going to write it, or it is already passed?
No, no, no. You have to write. No, you have to submit it.
So now we have to submit two projects.
Yes, that only I'm telling you again and again. Because you haven't submitted it last year. You were supposed to do this
Yes.
last year and you haven't done it. And I told you if you don't submit the project, you won't be getting the certificate, degree certificate. So for semester one, you have to do a project.
Okay. I have talked with Kabiru Bello. He told me that he already completed his project, but he don't know how to submit it. He don't know
Oh,
who is going to.
then you have to go through that
Oh,
LMS and all. I'm also not sure. You have to write to LMS and you have to mention how to submit the project. You write in LMS. Basically, LMS is learning management system, something like that, right? So you have to do that. You have to write to LMS very frequently. Every day you write unless and until you get a reply. So today you write ki I wanted to submit a project, how to go about it. You won't get the response. Again tomorrow you write ki I wanted to submit the project, how to submit, kindly assist me. You won't get the reply, but every day you have to write. Understood what I told? Yes or no?
Yes.
Hmm. That is what is required. Bhasir, you understood?
My, my, the network is giving me an issue. I can hear you very well because the audio is shaking. Your voice is shaking to me.
Oh, but I can hear you properly, I can hear your voice, audible, your voice, and even Hamza's. But I don't know how come you're saying my voice is shaking.
Okay. I
Okay.
thought you said that you are going to show the post project on the screen as you stated. Maybe, or I misunderstood what you are talking about.
Hmm. No, first you have to submit the project of TS1. Understood, na?
Okay, PTS.
PTS1.
So
PTS1.
if I
Hmm.
understood, whatever the topic I pick up from the PTS one is okay for me to make my project on.
It should be related to ecology or
Okay,
environment or tourism.
ecology,
Clear?
ecology or tourism on
Or
tourism.
environment. Or environment.
And, all right, all right, all right.
You
No worries.
can choose any topic from your related location you stay.
Like
You
uh,
can always, okay? You have to collect the
like
data.
a
Once
tourism.
I, yes, you have to collect the data. You have to analyze the data. Everything is mentioned here. And once you go through this, then you'll come to know. Got the point? What I do, I'll send this, then maybe tomorrow, if not tonight, tomorrow I'll send it to you. You
Ecology
go
of
through this.
tourism, environmental tourism.
Hmm. And second one is about tourism marketing. Okay. PTS2 is on
Hi.
tourism marketing. Got the point? Got the point? PTS2 is on tourism marketing. Okay.
Yes, we have got it, ma'am.
I
But
ain't catch.
okay.
Tell me.
Okay, mine is question, ma'am. It is not only project that we didn't submit. You know, some of us have even missed some exams, so we don't
I ain't
know
catching on what you're
how to go
talking about.
about that. There are some semester exams that some of us didn't attend, didn't write, including myself. I even sent an email to the management,
Hmm.
but I get no response.
I told you every day you have to send. Every day. Every day you just make a point to send it. I wanted how to go because IGNO usually organizes exams twice in a year. Okay, so you have the advantage of sitting for exam twice a year. Understood? Understood.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
There comes project on Indian culture. This was I already discussed with you. PTS1. Now PTS2 on tourism marketing. So what are the topics on tourism marketing? Segmentation of tourism market and market analysis, domestic and international. Then you can do a consumer research, that is profiling the tourist, domestic or international tourist. Suppose you have a local monument in your area. How many visitors do tourists visit in those particular period of time? What is their age group and all? So you have to do a little bit of profiling of tourism, the domestic or international. Then it can be promotion, like promotion planning or analyzing promotion campaigns carried out by destinations, tourism departments, tour operators, travel agencies, organizing promotional events. I told you, see all those events and all. I showed you all those events. So if any events are being organized at your places, You can always mention all those. Okay. Then comparative analysis of promotion strategies, tourism fairs, travel smarts, etc. I showed you as, like, this festival, that is your 26th is the Shivratri. Okay, how the country is promoting that, the promotional events. Okay, now comes advertising, publicity, and use of e-media for marketing. That's very important. Then comparative analysis of pricing strategies. Then what are the issues related to seasonal marketing? Then, familiarization tours. Then marketing of any products or services, like destination events. Then you have shopping. Then you have airlines. You have accommodation sector. You have tourist transport. You have travel agencies. You have tour operators. So this, you can also get a topic, linkages among
Makeup.
various constituents of tourism industry. Then, yes, role of technology in tourism marketing. Easily, Kaberu, if we listen, if we attended this, then I would have suggested him role of technology in tourism, role of technology in tourism marketing. Then distribution strategies, you can what are the distribution strategies to be adopted? And socially responsible marketing, then how you have to properly do proper marketing, that is very important. So these all has to be there, and all these has to be signed by your money. You have to take the it has to be approved by your guide. That is very important. Who is your your you can say your mm, mentor, you can say that. Who is your mentor? So it has to be approved by you. Once it is being approved by you, or approved by her, then you can just go ahead with the project. Okay. So after that, you, because yours, these are all mentioned in, like, you have to submit at igno and all. So that time when this was all there, that e-vidya bharti project was, that time it was not there, or something they didn't include in all this. So this is the basically the annexures and all, like your information, your name, your program code, your enrollment number, your address, your study center name, then certificate of approval. So these all has to be attached with the project report also. See, annexure B, first page of the project report. You just need to take a print of this copy. So you do not do much work on that. You just need to do a print of this copy, and then you have to attach that. Okay. So that is what is required. Clear about this? Yes or no?
Ma,
Yes, ma'am.
Please.
ma.
We hear.
So
We hear.
if I
Uh, Tell
well,
me.
well, I have a hint on this. Well, if you to go about your project, this is the first pages when your project is open. It has to be with your name, address, your enrollment number, and other thing has to. All the
Your
information regarding you should be on the
You
first
have to give
page.
your roll number and all. You have to, it is there in the proforma. So once you take a printout of the proforma, you have to fill it up, and then you have to upload on LMS. As I
Okay,
was
this
telling,
one we are going to upload it. We are going to upload it to print it out.
once you get it approved by your project, project coordinator, then you can, because he approves that, no, this topic is fine enough, now you can go ahead, you can carry your project on this particular topic. So now you have 3 to 4 months, you can do your further study on the particular topic, and you can easily do that. Understood?
Ma,
Hmm.
we understood
Hmm.
some of what you are talking about, but some we are still misunderstood it. More especially me. What I'm talking about, as this paper design is just shown on the screen right now. That's how our paper is going to be on the screen. When
These are
you are write your when I to write your own project, as you shown this paper on the screen, is that the design we're supposed to do on our own paper too?
no, it is
What you
already there. The
it's
format is already there. You just need to take a printout. The
me
format
okay.
is already there.
It is okay. The format is already there.
Yes, yes.
So how can you use it to write your own? Are you going to upload it?
Yes, you have to take a printout. Then you can write it in a pen or something. Now you have to upload it, and then you can convert it to PDF form and arrange it. And then accordingly, you have to do upload it on your LMS and all. That
Okay,
you
through
have to do.
LMS you can upload it.
Yes, yes. So you have to first write regularly to LMS. Ki we wanted to upload a project. Kindly assist us. See how fast they reply. Because at least for 1 week continuously you're right.
Okay,
Understood?
okay, yeah,
Uh,
yes.
so you have to continuously because LMS they don't reply also, and so you have your own like you have to log in, and then you have to go through your LMS and all. So once you log in through your LMS, so they obviously they don't give you all the information, but yes, you can always keep on updating and all, and then I think you will get all the informations and all.
Okay, through LMS you will get whatever information
Mm-hmm.
that
Yes, through LMS, your
some
information has to be
some
done.
sometime sometime logging into LMS is confuse student.
Yes, yes, confuse the
It
student.
used it used
Y-
computers. That's why we
uh,
throw you all this question.
no, no, yeah, I
You know,
understand. Even I was supposed to get the LMS, but they didn't give me the LMS. I wrote so many times, give the LMS so that I can, but I don't know why, but they were supposed to give the counselors also, like, that LMS has to be upload there. Mm.
that's the reason why whenever some particular work is given to a student, like you want to access LMS, you will keep experiencing difficulty in some of accessing in order to know what you are going to do in the LMS portal. That's the reason why, So if you can understand how to, like access LMS well, so everything will be difficult to you.
That's really what you say, because they usually don't respond fast. Yes or no? They don't respond fast, isn't it?
Yeah, is it?
Mm. So
Yeah.
you have to be a
So
bit.
yes, yesterday you talked about supervisor who supervise
Mhm.
your project. So since we are late, we haven't like wrote the previous one. So are we going to like write our own idea one by one to keep submitting it in LMS portal? Or in LMS there is a place where they were given permission for student to upload his project.
Oh, oh, I understood.
Advisably, what you're supposed to do, are you going to complete all the project of the first semester you're supposed to do, so to upload it completely, or you can do it one by one, that previous one? Is it okay
Okay.
to do it one by one, or you can complete do it after you complete do it,
No,
so you're
you have,
supposed to?
see, you have project on PTS 1 and PTS 2. Others you don't have project. Understood?
I know, and I understood the PTS-1 project I am talking about, since we have not wrote it, right?
Hmm.
So may Well, will you wait until you finish all of it and submit it, or you can start your own
Okay,
idea to
okay,
submit
I'll
it
come.
like page by page or one by one? And what is the mode of submission? We just want to know this. I
That
even
that
talked to
only. That only I wanted that you all should mention all these on LMS. How we wanted to submit the project, because in that they have mentioned that project has to be done in two copies. First copy has to be written with the student, and the second copy has to be sent to the IGNO. Okay, but here you have to do a bit of little bit. You can see now. Hmm. So you have to do a bit of because I also don't know, because unless and until you get the information from LMS, I cannot help you. That is the reason why LMS is being given to you. Other those who belong to India, they have to submit by post. Understood? Those stay in India, they have to submit by post. But for you
you.
all, you have to submit online, through online and through LMS. So you write all these queries. You start writing. Every day you write, how can I submit my project, PTS-1, PTS-1, how every day you write.
Every day you write, you can submit it.
You write there, please assist me, how can I how can I submit my project. Understood?
Okay,
Hmm.
I understood.
Hmm.
Whichever I need
Hmm.
concerning the project submission,
Hmm.
it already planned on LMS.
Hmm. Yes.
Mhm. Okay. You think that whenever I visit LMS portal, everything will be okay to me?
Hmm. You have to visit that LMS portal, and every day you write. So after maybe 10 days, you'll get the response. Got it?
Okay. No, I got it. I got it now, but I will keep trying to, access the LMS portal. So even that very day, since the project was given to the student, so I've done try my best, to access the LMS portal to know where the project is, where the question is. I felt to understand all of this. So we even trying to plan a team, with students to discuss about how to go about the project.
Yes.
But
And you
most of the
should be, you should, all of y'all should be, uh, properly coordinated. So if one of y'all have the answer, you can always share with the other one. Got the point?
okay. Hamza,
Hamza, you heard?
Yes,
Hamza, how
yes,
do you think
ma'am.
we
I
go?
have heard.
How do you think we are going to, plan about how to go about this project? All of us to, help one another because one is more understood than one person. When we
Okay.
join our hand, I think we can cope all the problem.
Yes, I agree with you. But let that one be discussed later. You know they are recording this one, so let us discuss it privately.
Nobody. Okay. I think
Okay,
Smile
anyway,
is
I'll
about to
join you
wrap it up.
maybe after 3 4 days. Even my class gets over on Monday. Bireshwar sir's class will be there. I'll join you that time once. Okay.
Okay, ma.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much for your kindness. Thank you for the
Okay.
guidance.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma,
Thank you.
for your
Okay.
dedication,
It's
for
okay.
your
Thank you.
kindness,
Nice to have
dedication,
you, students like you all.
compassion.
Hmm.
Yeah, ma. We're too proud of you, ma.
I'm also very happy to have students like you who are so passionate, who wanted to
Yeah,
learn. But there
we
are so
too,
much
ma.
barriers and all. So don't worry. God is there. That
I think
is.
we are happier. We are happier than you, man, because having like a dedicated, dedicated lecturer, passionate with compassion, and along with greatness, who always willing to support a student to achieve what they want to achieve. It's a very rare.
Hmm. Don't
It's
worry.
too sharp.
I'll be. I'll come on. Bireshwar sir's classes, the airport handling. In that, I'll come. I'll come and join. Okay. Then I can
Okay,
always
ma.
tell you ki start with the project and all. I'll be there
Okay,
on
ma.
with your class on Monday.
Ma, will you give us a time when we plan to coordinate how to go about the project? So can we invite
Yes,
you
yes,
maybe?
yes. Yes,
Okay.
I'll help you. Okay.
Okay,
I
ma.
told Hamza and Bhasir, I'm just telling you, you select a theme on the maybe the ecology or the environment or the tourism, that is PTS-1,
Okay.
and second one
Okay.
is PTS-2, that is on tourism marketing. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, ma. One more time. So the question is about PTS-1. It's
Hmm.
about ecology on tourism or environmental tourism, or ecology is a topic, tourism is a topic, or environment is a topic.
Yes, yes. And
It's
PTS-2 is tourism marketing.
right.
Today I showed you the video how they are marketing the fairs and festivals and all. See how everything is being marketed in India. It's a
Okay.
marketing, strategies they are doing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, you have any
Okay.
questions? Come with the questions and all so that I can try to resolve those. I'll try my best to resolve with some answers and all. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Take
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye.
enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your
Okay, ma.
week.
You have a nice day.
Enjoy your
Uh,
weekend.
okay. You
Okay.
too. Ma. Have
Hmm. Okay. Bye then. Okay. Good night.
Bye.
Good
Mhm,
night. Hmm.
mhm. So me too. I have to say goodbye, I think. Okay. They are still recording. Okay.